Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point. I can't believe we are over 55 episodes into this. We're definitely approaching the end game though, as we research the Missionary Center technology from the Disciples of Anu. Now our team on the Manticore, they need just a teeny bit of healing and then we're going to send them up exploring. We're not going to abandon the opportunity to explore as things move on. So we're definitely going to keep on top of that. The Tiamat is on its way down south as well for much the same reason. There's still plenty of things for us to do. We don't know precisely where we're going to have to go once we research like the Ugothian receptacle. Over here, the two Helioses, they're actually just kind of killing time. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's certainly not the best use of our resources. Let's get an area scan going, actually. There might be like another citadel or something in and around the area. It's always worth keeping our eyes peeled for it. Look at these tiny nests. Aww. They're kind of cute in a very not cute kind of way. I'd say we've done pretty well. I mean, considering the game's gone through a number of different states, obviously there's things that we could have done better. We could have not had anyone die, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how things have gone. I do have different plans for the next time we run through this, but I will cover those when we actually reach that point. Let's just let you guys... Wait, is there actually... There is no medical center here, so that's not going to work. See, I'm learning. I'm learning. Let's send them up here. Phoenix bases, of course, being absolutely excellent, but problematic. And New Jericho repelled the attack by the Disciples of Anu. Not that much of a surprise. You guys made it up to the base? Yeah, cool. Well, you can actually rest up. You guys can explore. Broken Dreams, Ginsburg. The atmosphere at Ginsburg is subdued. An attack some months ago resulted in 200 deaths, reminding the citizens that their little utopia is surrounded by an apocalypse that will not simply go away when they stop paying attention. They've never felt quite right since. We could fund a memorial to the deceased. We've got materials. A memorial can't quite change what's happened, but it can remind us that we don't just accept the deaths of our loved ones. We remember them and use our pain and our rage at the injustice of the universe as a source of strength in the fight to build a better world for the next generation. Or, you know, to help with writing poetry or writing scripts for movies or any form of artistic expression. Pain is useful. Oh, cool. We've got a little sneeze in place here. We could do some trading, actually. We've got food spare. Actually, who've you got? We could get ourselves another infiltrator, but I don't think we really need to. Let's move on this way. And in fact, the Manticore should be all healed. There we go. Right, you guys come down this way. Hey! So the Missionary Center technology has been finished. Anu Missionary Centers employ a unique variety of psilocybin distributed in aerosol form by a sophisticated apparatus to induce what the Exalted describes as a breaking of the shackles of the human mind. She drugs everyone. She claims that this allows people to better perceive the truth of the dead god and to convert based on experience rather than blind faith. Critics call it an attempt at brainwashing. I'm all for this. I mean, we are Team Anu all the way. Once missionary centers are constructed in Disciples of Anu havens, their influence range will be extended, and they will attract converts from other factions' havens within their influence. This will greatly antagonize other factions, but it could significantly advance the cult's objectives. As for the Phoenix Project, we could apply this technology to our recruitment process. It's an unorthodox approach, but the experience engendered by the drug does seem to allow some individuals to step outside their usual dogmatic beliefs and embrace a more humanist perspective. So recruitment costs are reduced. Well, that's nice for us.
Word has reached me that the Disciples of Anu have begun training missionaries in an effort to convert more people before the liturgy of the divine flesh. While New Jericho supports religious freedom, we hold that religion is a private matter. When religion becomes a tool of the state, dogma becomes a weapon, and grasping for the minds of our people becomes an act of war.
Now, personally, I think that he's right in this particular situation. But we're Team Anu, so the truth of the Exalted must be spread at any cost.
Truth. Unsubstantiated claims and appeals to authority are not truth. They are surrender to the darkest, most primitive human instincts. Blind faith is what got us here in the first place.
And it's not that bad a place to be from this side of the fence. Well, obviously he's not particularly happy about that, so we need to research the Temple of Yana. The Exalted has requested the construction of a new temple designed to prepare her for the arrival of the dead god. Huh. Sure. We're gonna speed rush that. I think that is well worth us doing. Okay. In the meantime, you guys are on your way down, so let's carry that on.
The Jericho Haven is under attack.
Yeah. Anu can carry on doing that if they want. So, a lost expedition. It's an exploration site. Our operatives have discovered the broken remains of an experimental Synedrian mobile lab. Apparently, the vehicle suffered a containment failure. There's no signs of the crew, but some of the equipment could be salvaged. Yeah, salvage it without informing Synedrian. 300 tech. Thank you very much. Let's go find that Synedrian haven over here. In the meantime, we can start the explorations. Ooh. Listen up. It's an exploration site. Our operatives have discovered a new Jericho listening post used to spy on Synedrian and the Disciples of Anu. The facility is fully automated. Let's destroy it. The facility is easily demolished, but our action has been observed and noted. So, Anu like us, Synedrian like us a bit less, New Jericho dislike us slightly the most, but also less than the two combined. So, it's a net win for us.
Construction complete.
There we go. Research labs have finished, so the Temple of Yana has come down massively in time. Let's go see how the Helioses are doing with their area scan. Nothing new. Ooh, look at this. Fort Artemis. Our team has landed at a place called Fort Artemis. The people here are sick. Our operatives believe that the locals have contracted a new strain of influenza, but panic is brewing as rumours about Pandora virus infections are spreading. We've made contact with Commander Jamal, who runs this haven on behalf of New Jericho. She's asking for our assistance in the form of medical supplies and expertise. Well, we can help out. It's only tech and we've got plenty of tech. Nur Jamal is extremely grateful for the medical assistance that our operatives have provided. Our team believes that in a week or two the population will recover from the outbreak and everything will be back to normal. If only life was that simple. Right, you can explore over here. You're also exploring. And the Tiamat's, yeah, made it to the Synedrian Haven, just like we thought. So a lot of exploration going on.
Scan complete.
And it is a Pandoran citadel. Okay, well, in this situation, I think just going in and murdering the Scylla is going to be the right thing to do. It's going to get our team good experience. So let's make sure that everyone is properly equipped. 40, 40, 60. 60, you're good to go, soldier. Good, good. Good enough. Now, in terms of training, these guys do have a little bit, which we can think about assigning, but I'm going to go through and do the equipment first. Now, I've read that this not proficient thing is purely visual. It doesn't actually affect the game. It's just a bit of a pain because you need to reselect things if you want to find out what your people can actually use. But it's good to know it doesn't actually affect it once you're in a mission. Yeah, you've got so much equipment. It's all useful. We're not really going to be looking to stun anything, but I will still keep that out because it doesn't cost anything for Gustafsson to swap things over. I mean, you never know. We might come away with a Scylla at the end of it. I do think they make quite good pets. That's got 8. That's got 6. Over here, all looking good. I think the Harrower is probably my favourite weapon, all things considered. You know what? Let's get this out. If we need the pistol, we can swap to it, and then we're back round. Okay, so for training, you're fine in terms of your strength, so we'll put up your speed. We could, of course, save up for a secondary class, but so close to the end of the game, I don't think it'll make that much difference. Over here, what do we want with you? Probably more willpower. We can afford to spend a little bit of the communal ones there. You need more strength and more speed. More speed is probably going to be the most useful thing on that. I do remember that Kid Afro was incredibly slow. Okay, Gustafsson, a little bit more strength would be appreciated. Impstar, likewise, tiny bit more strength, please. And Jackson, yeah, let's take you up to 90. I mean, you've got so much stuff, but it's still pretty useful. Let's swap that over. I think that's a better setup. You're fine in terms of strength, so let's put your speed up. And Blaine needs a hell of a lot more strength, jeez. Luckily, Blaine doesn't ever need to move much. And that's back round to the start. Okay, team is ready. Let's send them on in. Now, obviously, as time pushes on, they're releasing patches and DLCs for the game. I'm really looking forward to when it comes out on Steam. So we've got the potential for the Steam Workshop to come in, because there's a load of little things that I would love to do, such as individual statistics for your soldiers, so you can keep track of what kills they've got and other little tidbits of information. That'd be really cool. Okay. So, where, oh where, is the Scylla sitting? Slitting? Can you even get up here? I don't think you can actually get up there. Might be over on... Well, actually, could be anywhere. I've not done enough of these missions to know where the potential spawn point there. That's where it is. So we want to get eyes over there kind of quick, if possible. So while I've been thinking about my favourite type of class, I've been thinking what I'd consider the perfect class as well. Yeah, you've got acid grenades. And I think that if I go to Kid Afro. So Kid Afro has sniper rifle proficiency, which is really, really useful. I think that an assault berserker with sniper rifle proficiency would be incredible, because you'd be able to do rapid clearance. You'd be able to do... Where's berserker? There we go. We don't actually have it on you. Adrenaline rush as well, and then use a sniper rifle to take massive damage, really high range shots, I think it would be just insanely useful. Right, what type of thing are you? You are an acid worm one. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, so you are the current threat. And if we come over here, we might get eyes towards the back, but it really is quite far away. So focusing on this guy for now. Which means Blaine, we can actually just start you off with the Pythagoras, I think. It's a shame you didn't start a little bit further across. There goes an arm. Seeing that there's another guy here, he's stabby and regular grenade launcher, so he's going to get closer before he does anything. We can still take advantage of the fact we've got explosives and get both of them. Now, I'd like it, ideally, to not have much chance of scattering into the wall, any of the obstacles, you know, bad stuff. Like that! Exactly like that. I thought there was plenty of space for it to make it past there. Apparently not. So let's put a grenade out. Am I just getting super unlucky with... It's like that bit just not passable? I don't want to go, like, further away because I just feel like it's not going to hurt this guy. Not that the others have hurt that guy, but... There we go. It did something at least. I'm gonna put your turret down, I think. Yeah, let's move you across first. And you can put it down on this edge. It won't get in the way. And you can't fire. Because you're just slightly out of resources, that's fine.
Preparing to fire.
Wait, he's going to die on his turn anyway, so that's not sensible. Let's move across, get behind some cover. Now, this guy might be able to just get close enough to do a grenade, but I don't think he'll quite be able to. You're done.
I'm ready.
You're in a relatively good place to move up. Let's get you to here.
Receiving loud and clear.
In fact, if I make this my new front line... Change to the Deceptor. Yeah, Blaine's already done.
Sprinting to position.
Come in here. Wasn't worth... Jeez, look how quickly that thing's moving. Okay, he's moved twice, that's fine. So, the question is, can we do enough damage on the Scylla this coming turn to finish this quickly? That's alright. Okay, so we want to do Mark for Death on this. We want to maximize the amount of damage it's going to take. We can Rage Burst. Rage Burst will not be massively accurate. Although at this range, a significant amount would probably still hit. But I think rage bursting with our sniper rifle will be a little bit better. So we're going to do 5 shots. Ideally, we want it to burn clean through. Maybe the legs. Yeah, let's try that. There's one leg. And look at that extra damage just because of that. Wow. Now from this range, let's say it would be a bit hopeful, but the Harrow is still going to do quite a lot. I think this is definitely a go big or go home moment. So we're going to just dash in. Dash in twice. And we'll get a straight up Harrower shot. Shred off a load of stuff. I am committing to this thing dying this turn.
Acquiring target.
That's okay. It was mostly for the shred. On to the next. And that extra 50% damage that it takes is going to be quite significant.
No rest for the wicked.
Hi! Yeah, this thing is definitely going to die. So the question is, do we want to try and get more kills? We're going to manual control this. That's not really much chance, is it? How about going for the big tamale? Well, that could actually finish it off. Right, that's enough that anyone can do it. So,
Here.
who's got a melee weapon that we can put to good use? In fact,
I'm ready.
if we get stuns just before the end, we might still get the capture.
No time to lose.
One, two. This is going to be super cheeky if it works. 3. So he's paralyzed. $320. We could. No, we can't. We can't make it in and get a swing. Let's finish it with the big one. I'm glad there was only one. Now, obviously, that was a relatively straightforward mission. Everyone is pretty high level. Everyone's getting 10 SP from that. I'm alright with that. It could have been a bit more challenging. We could have tried for more captures, but I'd rather people didn't get injured close to the end. Or worse, killed. And yeah, we did get an Arthur. Awesome. Well, Let's have a look at him in our little containment thing. Oh my god, this game! They've done it again. My lovely collection of Pandorans. You know what? Doesn't matter. I know I caught them. You guys know I caught them. That's the only thing that really matters. Oh, that is frustrating. I don't understand how that can be so prevalent. At peace. Exploration site. The Magical One has encountered a large group of Anu pilgrims following the path of the Hiscastic Ziggurat, a nearby sacred site said to bring peace and oneness with the dead god. Despite the extreme danger of such travel, they're only lightly armed. Accompany them. Ooh, the pilgrims are a merry lot, and at our offer of assistance, they spontaneously break into song. I bet it's the Proclaimers that they've just burst into song. Making so much noise seems quite foolish, but by the time you've arrived at the Hesychastic Ziggurat, it's hard not to admit that they understand this world and know how to move within it. We might actually be able to learn a lot just by watching them. So 30 skill points have been obtained, that's good. And the team at 3 has set down outside an abandoned sewage treatment facility. The smell is so disgusting we might have to invent a new scale. Search the site. Soldiers suffer 30 damage and 10 stamina, but we get tech and materials from it, yeah. Scavenging up resources from a site like this is pretty awful work, but we need whatever we can get. Our operatives have recovered all the resources they could find. They were attacked by a mutated flute worm, but in the end the humans were more dangerous than the mutant. Okay, so they're a tiny bit damaged. It does get reduced by their armor, so really it's nothing. We'll get you going over there. And the Manticore finished over here, so we'll send them down and carry on exploring. Alright. We could trade some more food up, but we probably don't need to. Fort Freedom, that's a hell of a name. Flight of the Sinister Ducks. Commander Jen is close to losing her mind. Her haven, Fort Freedom, has been dealing with a plague of exploding ducks. The bloated, misshapen creatures seem to contain some kind of highly combustible gas, and entire flocks of them are throwing themselves at the haven, day after day. They come from a floating duck hive suspended nearly a mile off the ground. We've got to do something or I swear we'll go crazy, Commander Jen says. Ducks, of all the godforsaken things in the universe, the Pandora virus really turns everything into an abomination. I've had to tell grieving mothers that their sons were killed by ducks. I've had to scrape torn apart duck flesh from my roof. We need a solution, please. I'm gonna mock them. Oh, Anu don't like that. Commander Jen doesn't think her situation is funny. Real lives are being lost, she screams. But that's the cost of trying to return to the past instead of adapting to the present. The disciples of Anu would have turned the ducks into a source of pre-cooked food. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I wasn't thinking with the future in mind. I was just thinking, ducks. Brilliant. Okay. Well, we're out of places to explore right for this moment. So what I might do is I might come back up here and we'll get another scan going. In the meantime, the Tiamat has found Aftermath, an exploration site. Our operatives have discovered an unsettling sight. On a hill near the ruins of a burned down haven, 8 New Jericho soldiers have been beheaded. Their heads, still wearing their helmets, have been placed on spikes. It's impossible to know what happened here, but it can't have been good. Informed the other factions of our discovery, suggesting New Jericho committed an atrocity here. Hey, free helmets! Yeah, they totally won't mind us taking their helmets. Now, I would recycle them, but we're not short on materials and things, so... In the meantime, we can carry on exploring down here. The Golden Age! Our operatives have abandoned have discovered an abandoned Phoenix project site. This isn't a base, but an archive of old blueprints and other planning material, compiled haphazardly in 2011 when an older archival facility was demolished to make space for a bypass. There are various useful resources here, but the most interesting find is also the least useful. The official Phoenix Project Investment and Development Plan from 1970, setting out Newton Sumrall and Hirona Simonova's ambitious plans for the 1970s, exploring the far side of the moon, retrieving samples from the deepest points of the ocean, even building a new research station in Antarctica. To think of all that could have been, that's a very nice hat tip to past games. That's very cool. Right, so we're pretty much done down here. We could do like an area scan just on the edge and hope there's something there, but I don't think that's going to be worth it. Let's bring the tier map back. At least this far. Our research is, of course, ticking along quite happily. Alright, you guys have made it back here. Let's get an area scan going. Over on this side. In fact, you know what? I'm going to send you guys up to the top of the world. We haven't had a base attack in this entire thing. It could be because I've been very proactive at taking the different lairs and havens and things down, but things fall apart. Oh, we've reached 15% on the ODI. We've received an unconfirmed report of someone dying during a potentially ODI-related recurring nightmare. The individual in question had supposedly reported that with each repetition of the dream, they came closer to the gates of a tomb in a vast dead city under a black sky. It's hard to judge what exactly this means without more evidence. Alright, so yeah, people, streams, going crazy, all that fun stuff. Let's get another area scan going up here. Right, you guys are fine there. The Manticore is doing its thing up here. We're really just waiting 10 hours until this temple is done now. Ooh, no, we're not. I honestly thought that was going to be something bad.
Research complete.
The Temple of Iana. Iana, the House of the Heavens, will allow the Exalted to prepare for the coming of Anu, the dead god. What we've been calling the Yogothian entity. Despite its religious appearance, the blueprints for the temple suggest that it is in fact a machine, capable of receiving transmissions from Yoggoth and converting them into usable data. This suggests that the Exalted plans may be more complex than we originally anticipated. Although we still don't know exactly how she's planning on using the data she's collecting. Okay, well, at this point, let's research the Yogothian receptacle. We don't really need to know about the telepathic node.
New Jericho Haven is under attack.
That's okay, New Jericho can just die horribly for all I care. We've got a Pandoran citadel. Okay, well, we don't really have time to run through this one this time. In fact, we could try and do another quick one. All right, let's try and do another quick one. So, having a look at people. People aren't nearly as geared up as the other team. So, I want to make sure that they are definitely in a position to do some damage. That is not a harrower. I really should make more harrowers for people. Not to worry, we will make do. Yeah, you're only level 4. That's worrying. At least you've got the bulldog. No grenade launcher over here. This could be the wrong team to send in for this. So Boom Blast won't really help you. Really, that's what we need to push for. But we do at least have quick aim. So we could pump willpower quite a bit over there. On this side, Vanish does seem useful. Yeah, it's all the case of these guys just needing to be a bit more experienced. That's really what I'm taking away from this. Okay. Let's be sensible about this for a moment. So in terms of snipers who actually have anything worthwhile, that's a no. Is it only Blaine that's really got something? Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we're not going to go in right now. We know where they are. I want... not the Athena. We want another 2 Pythagoras's. Oh, we could go for the Virophage one. Well, that does do more. Effective range 82, effective range 51. Yeah, the Pythagoras is better. Unless Virophage does extra damage, but I don't think it does. Right, after that... we'll get the Harrowers. 1, 2, 3 of those. It's not going to take us long to run through all of that. And I am thinking that the Virophage... let's get 10 of those. They take almost nothing. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Let's just wait for some of these to get built. We're not going to go in and do the citadel this time, but we will start with that next episode. But at least I can get the team better equipped.
Scan complete.
That's probably enough, actually. So, in terms of equipment, you're getting an upgraded weapon, not the Iconoclast. There's your Harrower. Scrap that tiny bit that's left over. Over here, I'm fine with you having the Bulldog. We could give you a Harrower as well. We'll see who else needs what. Over here, probably give you a sniper rifle. You've got a sniper rifle and a decent other gun, so you're okay. Alright, so you're getting a Harrower instead of that. And actually, let's lose the defender. You're getting sniper rifle. You're getting a harrower. And you're getting a proper sniper rifle. Now everyone is massively slow, but that's just because they're super weak and carrying a butt ton of stuff. Let's give you a bit of speed. We'll give you 2 bits of strength. That's taken some of the edge off. Over here, 2 bits of strength. Over here, you're basically fine. Let's give you a bit of speed. Over here, 2 bits of strength. Now, of course, we could drop some of the ammo, but with a smaller team, I definitely want to have the extra ammo available. And I'm just going to improve your speed slightly. And actually, we could give you the spider drone pack thing, but I do want to save points for rage burst and sneak attack, because those are what's really going to make you into a decent combatant. Okay, so the Exalted Temple is under construction. I'm guessing that's here. It'll be ready in 4 days. We've got this citadel that we're going to be taking out, but that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed, as always, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Phoenix Point. See you soon.